girls and guys, you're watching me, Lenny Lynn, and I'm bringing to you my bestie, my friend Bethany, and she's coming today to help me talk to you girls and guys about the do's and don'ts, and just answering a few questions about basically being married and things that you girls and guys probably been wondering and haven't had the chance to ask a female in her 20s about being married and being married to a guy that's faithful. So we're about to hop into some questions. Each question will flash on the screen for you all to be able to read, and we hope that y'all find this video very engaging and very entertaining, and to take something with y'all. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're gonna answer some questions for y'all. We have them written down, so that's why we're gonna be looking down, and we just hope that everything flows. So first question is basically dating versus being married. And Bethany?
For me, it really wasn't anything different because we were very serious when we were dating. So the only different thing is the piece of paper. We were all faithful, we were loyal to each other. Our parents already knew we were just gonna be married. We were basically soulmates. And when they say opposites attract, they do. But I mean, basically nothing was really different. It was more of a, okay, we're together, we're in this, because now it's legally we're in this, you know? But other than that, marriage is marriage.
That's right. And for me, dating versus being married, everything kind of like flowed into each other. Like we argue, we fussed, we fighted, but at the end of the day, we still was lovey-dovey. Everyone knew around us that we was destined to be together, and that in a matter of time we was gonna be husband and wife.
And me and Chance, we argued like a day before our wedding. Oh, we're gonna call it all da 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 da. Yeah, right, okay.
That's the
all this work that I'm putting into this shit, we ain't calling off nothing.
Now, do you feel like you rushed into marriage? And if so, did you miss or cut out on a lot of things such as family, friendships?
Well, me and Chance were together for 4 years. Well, we've been together right now for 4 years total. We were together 2 years before we got married, and then we've been married 2 years. I don't feel we rushed into it because, like I said, we knew we were going to be together forever. We just had that click. And as far as anything, you know, changing as in family and friends, I think a lot of people seen that we were maturing together as a couple. You know, it wasn't just us being in a childish high school relationship, because when me and him got together, I was still in high school, he wasn't. So we matured together, and family and friends seen that. But as far as missing out on anything, we basically do what every other teenager does. We just do it together. As far as going out, going to strip clubs.
Yes.
We done did that. You know, we just do it together because we can trust each other. We have these just limits and boundaries where we know, okay, we can't cross this. And we love each other enough to know we're not going to do that. But we still go drinking at bars, like 20-year-olds do. We still, I mean, we just do whatever teenagers do. I mean, it's anything different. We just live by ourselves. We pay our own bills. We don't, you know, go home to mama and then, you know, go out to clubs, come home at 3 o'clock in the morning to mom. You know, unlock our own door, go inside our own house, and lay in our own bed.
We're independent. You know? We're both married, and we both have our separate cribs. We have our own houses. So that's the thing we want to say. When you get married at a young age, make sure you're not living with mom and dad or their parents or whatever. Make sure you have your own roof over your own heads, and y'all both are contributing to the household. So we want to get that out there. You have to be doing what you have to do. And for me, just like Bethany said, I don't feel like I rushed into being married at all, because honestly, if you know that the person that you're with is genuinely loving you for who the hell you is, then there is no way in hell you're gonna sit up there and say, well, I'm gonna wait until I'm 25 or 35 to get married, to have a dream wedding. And that's not what it's about. Because a lot of girls at our age is like, oh, we gotta have the fairy tale wedding. Don't get me wrong, both of me and Bethany Bethany, we dreamed and we talked about having this nice wedding, even planning weddings, but
and we're going to eventually when we can afford it.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, you don't have to go to your parents and say, Mom, Dad, you know, I want this, you know, big ball gown, this Kim Kardashian dress. You have to be able to love and accept the person that you're with, because if you and your husband can't afford it, then why in the hell you're going to feel like your parents are obligated to accepting and loving the person that you're with?
It's not like we're saying, okay, we're broke, we can't afford anything.
Exactly.
But we need to pay for the necessities.
Yes.
We need to pay for a roof over our head, lights, you know.
Life after.
We don't have, you know, we don't have the luxury of just going out and spend $20,000, $10,000 on a wedding.
Thank you.
And we were married by the same judge, you know.
Yes.
So it's like, we don't, I don't see it as, okay, I'm just gonna have this big gigantic wedding, I'm just gonna be beautiful. I don't see it as that, because he had me before it was this luscious gown, and we're gonna eventually do it, you know. We're gonna renew our vows for 5 years, you know, 2017. So I mean, we're gonna eventually have that when we can pay for it, you know, because I want the wedding of my dreams. I want it to where I can pay for all of it and not have to say, oh well, my mom paid for that.
Exactly.
No, I want it to be me. I want to do it for myself, because then that's just gonna get thrown in my face. Oh, I paid for this,
Yep.
I want to be able to pay all my bills. And another thing, we don't have children.
That's right.
And I mean, that's good. We weren't obligated to be married. You know, it's like, oh, well, I have a kid, well, I might as well just hop in the sack, sign that paper.
It's not because we're not saying that, oh, you know, we're married and we don't have no kids. We wanted to do it the righteous way. We did.
No.
The only reason why it's like this is because that's the way it is. We didn't jump into being married because, oh, if we're gonna have a kid, we have to be married. And we're not the type of girls that judge other girls just because they had a kid out of wedlock. That is not us at all.
No, we just planned a different,
Yes.
you know, it's not a fight for our way of living. Because, you know, all of my cousins, you know, same age as me, older than me, even a little bit younger than me, they all had baby showers before weddings. And I want it to be where, you know what, if I'm going to have a baby shower, I want to pay for my baby shower. I'm going to pay for the food. I'm going to pay for this. Everyone just come and bring gifts. Whatever. Let's have a good time, celebrate me having a kid. But, you know, and there's nothing wrong with people having kids without, you know, being married or whatever. One night stand. That's all their business, you know. Do what you're going to do. Because guess what? That's why I don't think I missed out on anything, because I've been there, done that. I've partied before I got married. Before him, I've had premarital sex. You know, I wasn't only, you know, freaking married the virgin or anything.
Exactly.
I just experienced a lot more. I matured a lot faster than some 21-year-olds who still want to go out, have fun, sleep with a different person every day. Whatever. More power to you. But I was doing that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not like I missed out on anything. And it's not like we feel like, you know, oh, we're just the holy, you know, holy women because we got married first. Because, I mean, technically, we were still doing it before marriage, so it really doesn't count for anything, you know? I mean, we just wanted to be married and stable and able to, okay, well, this is my husband, and whenever I go and I sign that birth certificate, my last name is going to be the same as the husband's, and it's going to be the same as the baby's, you know?
That's right.
It's just, I'm going to feel a lot more accomplished just doing it that way. You know, no matter to whatever, you know, whomever did whatever before. I just want to feel like I did it the right way.
That's right. And also, when we talk about these situations, we're talking about our own. And friendship versus marriage is something that we also want to touch on. We want to let y'all know that being in a marriage and actually finding friends and being friends with females is really hard, because a lot of girls can't relate to the fact that you're 21 or 22 years old and you have to answer to a husband. You have to let your husband know, look, I can't be out so late because my husband's at home, da-da-da-da-da, my husband. A lot of girls don't understand that.
No. But a lot of girls don't understand that, you know, my husband don't tell me I gotta be home at a certain hour.
Exactly.
I'm a grown-up, just as much as he's a grown-up. I do it out of respect for him.
That's right.
You know, it's not like, well, my husband said I gotta be home before 12 o'clock.
That's right.
No, it's, my husband's gotta be at work at 7 o'clock. Let me go home, make sure he's okay before he goes to sleep, and he's gotta wake up in the morning.
Exactly.
You know, it's more or less just a respect thing. That's how you feel when you're with someone. It's respect. And just a lot of girls at our ages aren't really wanting to do that, you know, and that's fine. Everyone does different things different ways. That's just how we plan. And another thing is, as far as friends go, I don't really hang out with anybody I used to hang out with in high school. What about you?
Same thing here. I don't really associate with those people anymore, because where I was going in life, they couldn't understand. They thought I was rushing into something because I wanted a baby, because I was rushing into this because I wanted to get away. No, I was actually just finding myself. As I fell in love with the man that I'm with now, I found myself. I found that, you know, I have to love myself more than what he loves me in order for me to be able to say that this man is loyal to me, this man is faithful to me. Yeah. Because it starts with you. It really does.
Exactly. You have to fix yourself before you can fix anything else.
That's right.
If your marriage is in shambles, you need to fix yourself before you can fix that marriage. Because if you're not all right, that marriage isn't going to be all right. I just feel like, as far as friends go, like me and you, we're best friends. But we don't talk every day. The day before yesterday is the first time we spoke in like, what, a month or two?
Yes.
And we're okay with that.
Yes.
But that's just because, I mean, it's good to have someone that you can turn to. But as far as the people that you hang out with, it's not like, oh, they're single, they wouldn't understand. It's more or less like, you're just not gonna take me where I want to go in life. You're gonna want to do your own thing, that's fine. And if you could accept the decisions I was making, I don't want to associate with you, you know? And they were okay with that, and I'm okay with that. You know, and I don't like being at home lonely, you know, but that's what I have a husband for. That's what I have you for, your husband for. You know, we're all just going to bond and communicate different ways with different people.
That's right.
And I don't need a million friends. You know, I came this world alone, and I'm going to leave alone.
Thank you.
And that's fine. I mean, I just don't have a problem with, you know, I don't have to have friends. The world doesn't revolve around friends. Because if you think about the only people you're going to have in life is your parents, your family, and your husband. Only unless he's a great husband, and we have great husbands. Yeah. I mean, some people can't rely on their husbands and all that, but I mean, genuinely we can. And some people just don't understand that at, 20, 23, 22, they don't understand that you can do that at that age. And me and her are very grateful to find husbands that we did at such a young age.
Yes.
Because a lot of girls can't find that. And they search and search and search and go through this boyfriend, then have a baby, go through this boyfriend, and think by the gracious of God, we got to where we wanted to be so early. And if we're going to be like that with our husbands, then that's just how it should be.
And for one more thing we want to touch on mainly is sacrifices, because we touched on a lot of things so far, but we really want to talk about sacrifices, and the sacrifices that we did make, and the sacrifices that we could have made, getting into this marriage and just trying to be who we are as a person and saying, oh, I can't do that because of this. Sacrifices. For me, I feel like I sacrificed myself as an individual, because at first I used to be one of those girls who I gotta have friends, I gotta talk to this one, I have to talk to this one, until I actually realized that the man that I'm about to marry is actually my best friend, and this guy is just amazing. I could gossip with him and he won't judge me. I could tell him all my business. Then I knew that I had a friend in him. If you don't feel like your husband or the guy that you're with right now is your best friend, then chances are y'all not meant to be with each other. I don't have to sit up there and worry about, is he gonna text me, is he gonna call me, because I'm confident in the fact that he will. I'm not, oh my God, where he at, where he's at, where he at, because I know he told me where he's gonna be, so I'm expecting him to be there, and I'm not gonna worry. I didn't feel like I sacrificed time. I didn't feel like I sacrificed buku friendships, but I feel like I just actually sacrificed the fact that I was growing at a rapid pace, and I had to leave those people behind. And what about you?
Well, as far as the sacrifices I had to make was just, whether or not I'm going to leave them old friendships behind, or I had to sacrifice, okay, well, do I really want to be tied down? I mean, I sacrificed it, but it's not really, it was an easy choice, It's not like, oh, I had to go out and party.
Exactly.
Because when me and, Chance got together, he didn't like partying at all. And then slowly, right before we got married, he wanted to, oh, let's go to the bar, let's shoot pool. So it's like he kind of hopped into it. But we've been through so much to just realize, okay, there's no need to sacrifice, you know, anything for each other. Because if we love each other, we're gonna have each other's back no matter what we want to do.
That's right.
So I didn't have to say, okay, well, I'm not gonna do this because I want to be with you. No, because he would understand, okay, well, if you want to do that, you can do it and we can be married. There's no problem. And all around, she's just a wonderful guy. And that's something you need to look at, because me and him were best friends before we even, you know, decided to do this. So for me to sit there and talk to him about anything, you know, anything, it's wonderful. You know, even with the fussing and the fighting, it's great. Even when we're pissed off at each other, I can still be happy, you know, because I'm grateful that I have the life that I have, because it's not the best life. I'm not a millionaire. You know, we just happy together, you know, and that's, love don't pay the bills, but love pays our bills.
That's right. And girls and guys, we want to wrap it up with y'all for right now. If y'all want more videos like this about marriage or anything else, please let us know. Drop it in the comment box below, and also feel free to thumbs up this video for good positive energy and just something different, girls. So we're out of here. Again, we want to thank y'all for watching. Feel free to share this video with friends, family, and even your husband.
And give us a little feedback. Let us know how you feel. How about, you know, the things you had to do, you know, if you're married or if you're not married, your views on what we were talking about today. Because like you said, everyone's different. So just let us know, and we will come back with another video to answer questions that you may have for us, or, you know, any additional comments that you might have. We will come back no matter what kind of comments they are.
Thank y'all.
Me.
We're gone.